Hello, another lost railway town. We're in the Leicestershire town of Coalville. To put you on the spot, Phil, what do you think Coalville's well known for?
For villas or coal?
Population, this is quite a sizable place, this. Nearly 38,000 people live in Coalville. Wow.
With no station but a railway line, how crazy is it?
Well, we've been to quite a few lost railway towns today on the same line between Burton-on-Trent and Leicester, where we've done Swaddling Coat, Ashby. Sizable populations. I just can't get my head around how this railway line hasn't managed to get to the stage where it's actually been reopened, despite all the promises.
They've tried year after year to reopen the Ivanhoe and it just never happens.
Is it because there's no direct route into Leicester city centre, do you think? It doesn't help proceedings, does it?
No, that's it, because if you do head down this line to Leicester, you're coming in from the south, because it goes past Leicester and curves back in.
Yeah, and don't forget in the past that the trains coming down here in olden times would have gone into Leicester with the other Leicester station that's long gone now. So that's the explanation as to why it was no problem in them days to get into Leicester, but of course, different story now, isn't it?
This is a fairly new town, is Coalville. It's only dates really back to the 1800s, doesn't it? And it's basically been built around the coal mining industry. So this is a nice spot, isn't it? Here, this is Snibston Colliery site. Look, got the headstocks. Got two lots of headstocks here, and we've got this museum. Now, luckily, we've got Steve, who's local to here. You're very local, actually.
Yeah, born and bred here.
This isn't in its original place, is it?
No, this is Coalville Crossing signal box, where High Street and London Road cross the railway, or vice versa. And in 1980s, mid-80s, 84, 85, it was being dismantled, and somebody saved it, brought it to Snibby, for preservation.
No volunteers to paint it, well, it looks like it.
No, it's tall like that because it sat directly next to a foot crossing that was above and over the railway. So it got line of sight past it, further down the rail. So it could see Mantle Lane crossing one way and all the way up to the curve where the branches are for Snibston and Whittitt.
Great stuff. Got an information board as well here. I mean, this isn't connected, is it, to the rail network anymore, this colliery? No. We've got the lines down still and some wagons and things like that. Ah, okay, yeah. Look.
I was close, a year off.
1986, so that's when it was moved. Ah, and there's its original. That's where it was. Okay, excellent. It does look weird, doesn't it?
It does look weird. Look at that. How tall it is. They didn't save the steps then?
No, the bridge was long gone, the footbridge, when they automated the crossing. Yeah. But that stayed till 86.
Great little spot, this. It's great how they've managed to preserve stuff. You know, I actually drove through the gates just now. I remember coming here years and years and years ago. I'm sure it was on like vintage buses. And there's the other headstock. So you say this is a double?
Yeah, this is a double deck headstock. So you've got two levels for the miners to go in on one level and the coal wagons to go on the lower level. And when they came up, the coal wagons full had come straight across this bridge into the coal wash directly. Well, obviously they wash and prepare it ready for out onto the wagons and gone.
Well, we've still got the tracks down here. These are the original crossing gates. I suppose they will be, won't they?
Well, surely there were no need for crossing gates here in a colliery, are there?
I think these have been now added in since there was the school report. So this is Oliver's Crossing, what we're coming down to in a minute, and these gates are still there.
These old wagons here, it's bringing some reminiscence back for Phil. You seeing these?
Well, that's what the Erewash Valley line, Middle Line, were full of in the 80s with coal trains, unbraked, unfitted brake, trains coming up and down with 20s on most of the day.
So these coal wagons, I mean, obviously from where we are, they are coal wagons, but I suppose I've only really been around when we had the merry-go-round type.
Yeah, they're the ones I remember.
Yeah, that's when I think of a coal train.
Yeah, these are just before MGR. Well, MGRs, they were running at the same time, of course, but these are much older, aren't they?
Look at this narrow gauge line here, look. I mean, there's all sorts here. Everywhere you look, there's lines embedded in tarmac, in the ground, all this other stuff. What are they? Are they like narrow gauge wagons or something? Look at the old buildings here, Steve. This is fantastic.
Yeah, and this one's got a shunter in it.
When did this close? Was it around?
About 84 to 86, I think it finished the mine. It was the last one to mine. Everything was coming out here from all the mines around the area.
looks like an old Sentinel shunter in there.
Can you see in?
Just.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see on camera. You see the headlight there, look, at the top? It's very hard to get a shot through the tiny gap with the lens.
That's been left in there since it shut.
Yeah.
Oh right, so it's not just... Oh right.
So that's it.
So it's never been moved. What's this? It's a winding wheel.
Yeah, it's from top of one of the old original headstocks. Normally you see them embedded in the ground in some little village, like Whittick's got one.
Oh yeah.
But Snib is such a small village, it's never been put up.
These look like steam locomotive wheels.
And this one's your driving one. This one's still got the crank on it, 3-cylinder.
Yeah, it's a treasure trove. What's the deal with all this then? Is this like in use or?
It just all sits in limbo ever since they shut the entire Discovery Park and just left this bit as a an heritage.
Nothing's actually happening
No,
with it. It's
nothing moves.
just mothballed and...
You see the odd person come in and out and that's it.
I should just point out here, what Steve is referring to was the Snibston Discovery Museum, which was located on this site. It closed in 2015 as the local county council could no longer afford the museum's annual running costs as it faced significant budget-saving targets. Some of the museum was demolished and its exhibits placed in storage or transferred elsewhere. As we've seen, some of the collieries and museum's permanent features remain alongside the country park next door.
Yeah, this is the branch that runs into Snibston from the Midland Main Line, about half a mile that direction. It was laid all the way down to Oliver's Crossing for years. They only pulled it up in recent years to put this footpath down.
And this is as far as it goes, look, isn't it? So it's just isolated.
Wouldn't there be enough room for track and pedestrians though? Look, that's what we're on now in effect, so why couldn't they do like this all the way down?
Yeah, well they did. They've put a temporary station at the very end there. Oh. But again, when the Discovery Park itself went, it all changed. It all got pulled up. And they've left this bit down as a memorial.
So the last train to serve this colliery down this line that we're walking down at the moment was, say, 1986.
Yeah, 84 to 86. Snibby were the last to shut.
I mean, when we do these Lost Railway Town videos, we very much concentrate. It's normally all about the passenger railways. You know, a railway had a station served by. With this one, that is the case, but it's just so dwarfed by the collieries and the industry and industry.
Passengers went with the beaching cuts, but the freight around here stayed until into the 80s.
So we had 5 collieries, didn't we, in the immediate vicinity of Coalville, like the town centre?
Yeah, right in this local vicinity. There was Snibston, there was 2 Snibstons, but at the end of it, there was Snibston, Whittick, Ellisdown, Bagworth and South Leicester. And all their coal production was all coming out of Snibston in the end, all by a conveyor belt.
So this road here would have copped 2 level crossings then?
Yes, you got Oliver's Crossing as the first one.
Because I know they've been miffed if they're at one, they might have to stop again at another.
Yeah. But this one's just a branch crossing, the next one's the mainline crossing. And this is a makeshift station that was built for Snibston Discovery Park.
Right. For the heritage, if you like.
Yeah, for the heritage line.
So it's like a bonus station then, isn't it?
I've seen worse permanent platforms than this.
Yeah, breeze block. Bottom up, yeah. I wonder if they got the platform edgings from, because they look like the kind of older style recovered from somewhere, don't they?
It wasn't in use long, 10 years. A little diesel shunter with 1 carriage.
Ah, okay.
And it used to shunt you down here to this station platform, then it'd take you again all the way that way, about a mile into where the new houses are, but that end of it's long gone. Yeah. It's always been Oliver's Crossing, and there's your track still in the floor.
Tubs, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be a bit of a better track.
No, it's great to see.
And a points lever, although it's facing the wrong way for display.
Look at this. Crossing gates there.
So these 2 are makeshift copies when they made it into a footpath. These 2 this side are original. They're too wide for here, they overcross each other, but they're wide enough to reach across the road.
And let's just point you in the direction of Nigel Tout's website, nigeltout.com. I come across lots of Nigel's great photos on my travels, and there are some fantastic shots of this crossing over Belvoir Road from 1983. And here is one looking back into the colliery site from where we've just walked. And we'll show you more of Nigel's superb work as we make our way up this branch line. Look at this again, more embedded tracks, isn't there? Oh, I think they're stopping for us.
The first time I've seen a zebra crossing had tracks on it. Have you ever seen that?
It's unique. No. Oh, this was a little cut in here. Yeah, it's been flattened this side. You can just see it slightly that side. They've realigned it in recent years. We used to just come over and then into a path and then over a second bridge just here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that went straight onto the branch there. That's where it met the main line there.
So it's a junction then. So is the existing railway line just there?
Yep. We can go and see it over here. This has all been landscaped in the last 10, 15 years. So there's your Midland Railways.
So the amazing thing about Coalville is it's still got an active railway, albeit a freight only railway running through it.
Except it isn't used anymore.
Nope.
No. Oh, I thought they still had the quarry trains, did they?
Only as an edge shunt that way.
Ah, right.
So
It looks a bit silvery, it tracks through, doesn't it?
yeah, that crossing there to your right hand side where the bus is, that's where the signal box stood.
Oh, the signal box we saw.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And we led down there because on the left, now where the Black Car is, was the station.
If we show you this way, this would be the junction where our Snibston Colliery branch came out. Oh, that's hot, that bridge.
So Snibston went off to our right,
yeah.
about 100 yards in front. If you look to your left, you can just see the remains of a left hand, an extra third set of rails.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the Whittick Colliery branch that curved off through them trees there.
Right.
So that tree line there, popular trees, is the line of the trap to Whittick.
Right.
And that is George Stenson's house. This little hump in the road is your tunnel or your bridge.
And just remind us who George Stenson was.
One of the main founders of Coalville. He found coal here, and he was the guy that spoke to Robert Stevenson and George Stevenson to get the ball rolling and get the railways in here for the mines.
That was still a hotel in up until a few years ago.
It's been a nursery for about 30 years. Yeah, really? But luckily it's still there as it is, and it still says the railway.
And that's the railway hotel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before the station came, and before the permanent station built, that's where all the railway business was done, wasn't it? So that building actually predates Coalville's first railway station.
So that square there, look, is where the signal box stood.
Oh, just here?
Yeah, in that fence. And the only thing that survives of any of it, you just see the black building coming into sight. That is an engine shed. Station was here.
Right.
If we can get across, we should be able to see the remains of the platform, just where they smashed it off.
So the station was on this side here.
So all this was your platform edge along there.
Right. When was the last time a train actually used this actual line then through here?
I'd say a month or two ago, just purely a mineral train for the quarry, only to park up.
I thought you were going to say like 2012 or something.
No, the freight trains, you get one a week just to store. This is purely an edge shunt for going north. But this is part of the original station wall for them cappings.
And is that the only remains then, really?
More or less, it's all been wiped out.
So this station opened in 1848, just as Coalville by the Midland Railway. It was rebuilt in 1894, and in 1924 it was renamed Coalville Town. It closed in 1964. Everything we've shown you so far was the domain of the Midland Railway. However, there was another railway company and station in the town, and that was the Charnwood Forest Railway and its Coalville East station. The railway is seen here in pink on Rail Map Online. This arrived in 1883, linking Coalville to Loughborough, and the station closed in 1931, but freight still used the line until the 1960s. These days, the site of the station has been turned into a housing estate. As well as the long gone coal industry, we had other industries in Coalville as well. So this was the old Co-op bakery, was it, Steve?
Yes, that's right, yeah. 1932 it opened.
How long's this been derelict then?
A good 30 years. Soon after it shut, it was arson attacked, and it's been abandoned ever since. Although the stonework at the top is Grade 2 listed, which is why it still sits here surviving, hanging in the balance.
So the building next to it, just coming into view, is railway?
Yeah, it's one of the last surviving goods sheds here.
Is it related to the bakery, or is it to do with the line or colliery?
I don't know to the extent. I mean, it might be just for any sort of goods, because this was an access road into it. But you've got a platform here and a platform around the other side.
This is for vehicles to load up.
Yeah, vehicles this side to load in, and on the other side, platform to load out.
Now, this isn't my first time to Coalville. I've been to Coalville quite a number of times actually, because growing up, and I'm talking here when I was young, 10 years old till, I don't know, I can't really remember. We used to come to Coalville open days, which is just over here. I'll just show you now, around Mantle Lane. These were, it used to feel huge back then. They used to ship rail enthusiasts in on old DMUs from Derby. I've got some of my dad's old photos. Like I say, I think we must have been to 3 different Coalville open days. Memory's hazy, but one memory sticks out. Is en route on this old DMU, and for whatever reason, we got stuck somewhere. I don't think it broke down. I just don't think we couldn't progress down the line. And this train was rammed. It was really, really overcrowded, and we was stuck in the same place so long that they just let people get out the DMU and wander around the line. No idea where that was. Somewhere between Burton-on-Trent and here. I always remember that, sticks in my memory. We were just wandering around on the live railway lines. Wouldn't happen now, would it? But this is the site. This is where they used to have the open day. So many childhood memories here.
Yeah, original gate post there, look. And there you see all your sidings around there, look.
Yeah.
Steve shared with us some of his fascinating family history of the railway in Coalville. Here's Steve's uncle, Albert Pickering, who was a fireman and later a driver based at Mantle Lane.
That Midland Railway on the post there, is that a lamp post?
Lamp post, yeah.
I can't see what that says underneath it. Midland Railway, something, C2, not sure, it's not a date. So are these sidings still in use?
No, well, yes and no. All the sidings are still down. They purely only use this for parking up quarry wagons ready to go south.
So this is what you were saying about earlier on, it still being used by the quarry?
Yeah, just across that line, just to park up here.
It's great to come back here and just come to somewhere that looks nothing like you ever remember. You know, it used to feel so big.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such a magical, we used to go to open days all over, Crewe, Derby, obviously down here. We were all over the country, went to these open days, and Coalville was always, we always enjoyed coming to Coalville because it was not somewhere you got to go. You can't get here. But look at this. It's like the staircase down here. This wasn't a station or anything here. Mantle Lane Bridge. Was there more bridge here then?
No, that's always think it's been like, it's just the fact that the line's on askew.
There is a signal box just the other side of here. Not a great view from where we are here though.
The depth of railway history in Coalville could keep me going for months, way too much to pack into a video this short, but I just wanted to mention the Leicester and Swannington Railway. Dating back to 1832, it was the first railway to arrive in the area, coming 8 years before the Midland Railway, and it was taken over by the Midland in 1847. Now we can see some disused remains of the original line heading north from Coalville, complete with inclines, and this line had 2 inclines. We've got Swannington Incline just to the north and Bagworth Incline to the south of Coalville.
Building here, 1925, Midland on top. What's this building?
Well, this is Midland Red Omnibus Company, so it was your buses for the area. So you got Midland Red here, the other end of Coalville you got Midland, we got Browns Blues, and my grandma was actually a clipper here in 1949.
Okay.
So it's A little bit local, close to me.
Look, these look familiar, don't they? We saw some of these in Swaddling Coat. Yeah, they're not turtles, Phil.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I wasn't concentrating when I saw them out the corner of my eye, but now I can clearly see what they are.
right, chaps. Thanks very much. Just saying now, thanks, Steve. To have that knowledge walking around Coalville has been absolutely invaluable.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's good to share it.
It's absolutely brilliant. I've been looking forward to coming to Coalville since we talked about it back in March, so glad to finally make it.
Yeah, it's been really good.
We've done me and Phil have done 4 videos today, haven't we?
Yeah.
Probably the hottest day of the year so far, 32.
I'd say so, yeah.
It's
Done well.
hard graft today, you could say. Yeah. We've not been in too many pubs, so thanks for your efforts again today. So cheers, guys, great company. So thanks to anybody who supports the channel. Thanks to my channel members. Anyone who buys me a coffee, sends me a super thanks. We'll see you on another episode soon. So ta-ra.